What's up, YouTube? This is MathWiz97, and I've got a question for all of you. Are you ready to be inspired? Because I certainly am not. Not by this man, Bo Dallas, who's set to make his way down to the ring to kick off this episode of Thursday Night SmackDown. This is the 20th installment of WWE 2K16 Universe Mode, and before we reveal the introduction to our new Smackdown General Manager, we will take a look at the match card. So we saw the Wyatt family score tag team victory over the always loved team of Santino and the Great Khali. As well as that, Jack Swagger picked up a victory over William Regal. But coming down to the ring at this point in time, it's the man, the Bo-Leaver, the inspirational, self-proclaimed anyways, Bo Dallas. Are you a Bo-Leaver? Do we have any Bo-Leavers in the audience tonight? Well, I guess we're gonna find out, because it seems as though Bo Dallas would like to... He's got a few words to say. He would like to come out here and welcome the new SmackDown General Manager with open arms. So, let's see how that goes. Good evening, everyone. I understand that there are many Bo-Leavers in attendance, but please, hold your applause for just a moment. I would like to be the first person to welcome the new SmackDown General... Alright, who's this new GM gonna be? Very flashy intro... Oh, wait a minute! Wait a minute! Are you kidding me? The new SmackDown General Manager is here! And her name is Lita, folks. That is right, Lita. This is the brand new General Manager. I don't believe it, folks. Out of anybody I would have expected, Lita certainly was not at the top of my list, but I'm not complaining. Lita, the new SmackDown General Manager? Oh, hell yeah, bring it on. I'm very excited to see how this goes. I can't wait to see what Lita has to bring to Thursday Night SmackDown. Hopefully some much-needed authority, though I guess that's not exactly Lita's background, but hey.
How's everyone doing tonight in Montreal? If you're looking for the new General Manager, look no further. She's standing right here. Now let's get down to business. Last week, I named John Cena the #1 contender for Brock Lesnar's WWE Championship. And while that may not be the most popular decision, it is the most practical. Take a moment to consider the situation with me. Brock Lesnar has just come over from Raw with SmackDown's WWE title, taking away one of my top stars along with the potential of signing 2 new free agents. CM Punk, the former champ who is still owed a rematch clause, and Daniel Bryan, another man who deserves a shot at the title, have both been sidelined with injuries. That puts me in a very tough spot. So the most logical opponent for Brock Lesnar at Night of Champions would have to be the superstar who has been the most consistently dominant on a main event level in the past several months. That man is John Cena. Not only is he the most recent #1 contender for the title, but he came close to winning the title himself at Money in the Bank. He even defeated Mark Henry, the next best option, at Payback.
Excuse me, Miss General Manager. I'm sorry to interrupt, but I wanted to say, welcome to Thursday Night SmackDown.
Oh, well, thanks,
My name is Bo Dallas, and I know the solution for all of your problems.
Really? Alright then, let me hear it.
Well, you're looking for a man who can defeat Brock Lesnar, right? You're looking for a bona fide main event star? You're looking at him.
I'm sorry, Bo, but I only just found out who you are, and you expect me to believe you can defeat Brock Lesnar?
All you have to do is believe. Come on, everyone! Stand up and say it with me! All you have to do is believe!
You know what, kid? I like your spunk. I can't give you the match at Night of Champions, and that decision is final, but I can give you an opportunity to qualify for the King of the Ring tournament. It's my first real day on the job, and I'm feeling generous. I already promised another superstar match tonight, so why wait? Let's get this episode started!
Oh, ho, ho, ho. Bo Dallas. Be careful what you wish for, because you just might get it in the form of a giant 400-pound monster by the name of Mark Henry, the world's strongest man, and the winner of last year's King of the Ring tournament. And boy, does he look as pissed as ever. I mean, Mark Henry, come on. He's always has a look of intensity on his face, and certainly not a man you want to mess with. And I guess, well, this is a good indication as to what's going to happen if you cross paths with the SmackDown General Manager. Again, I want to give a huge welcome to Lita, and unlike Bo Dallas, I'm not going to falsely claim that I have the solution to all of your problems, but I am very confident in our new General Manager. Very excited to see what she has to bring to the table. Oh, yeah, Lita, nice to meet you. Thank you very much. See, that's what I'm talking about there. Lita, the very respectful General Manager, just came over here and shook my hand. How nice of her. As Bo Dallas, well, it looked like he was trying to convince Mark Henry to become a Bo-leaver himself, but Mark Henry, he's not a Bo-leaver. And I'm not a Bo-leaver either. At one point I was, until I found out what being a Bo-leaver actually meant, and what Bo Dallas actually stood for. Meanwhile, in the ring, Mark Henry just toying with Bo Dallas right now. As Mark Henry, he's very upset that he was not named the #1 contender. He actually had a discussion earlier this week with Lita, as Mark Henry elbow drop, and Bo, just stay down if you know what's good for you. Bo. Come on, Dallas. I thought you were smarter than this. This man is glutton for punishment. World's strongest slam, and that's it. Bo Dallas is not kicking out of that. Good night. Good night, sweet prince. As Mark Henry qualifies for the King of the Ring tournament. And that's a big statement made here tonight. Not just from Mark Henry, but from our SmackDown GM. Finally bringing back some much-needed authority to this SmackDown show. That's not exactly what Lita's known for. I mean, if anything, she's known for going against the grain, for really being that outspoken female superstar who revolutionized the women's division, women's wrestling. But now tonight, she is officially beginning her tenure as the SmackDown General Manager. And she's retired from in-ring competition. We remember she competed back in Universe mode in the fall-winter area of last year before competing in her final match at TLC of last year. And I'm glad to see that Lita's back in this Universe mode. I've missed her. Really, having her on the roster was so much fun. And now that she's the General Manager, we'll get to see even more of Lita. And that's never a bad thing. As now we're going to move on to Titus O'Neil's inaugural Intercontinental Championship Open Challenge. Titus O'Neil looking to answer the call of Cesaro, just trying to one-up Cesaro. Heading into their title versus title match at Night of Champions. So who's it going to be? Who's going to answer O'Neil's Open Challenge? Oh, it's Kalisto! It's Kalisto, baby! And I gotta say, out of any of the Lucha Dragons, I'd be more interested to see what Kalisto has to bring to the table, simply because we don't know what Kalisto can offer as a single star. Sin Cara, he's been around in the past. We've managed to see what Sin Cara is capable of, but this man Kalisto, I've heard a lot about him. And with all the requests from fans just demanding that Kalisto be brought up to the main roster, there's got to be some sort of hype around this guy. And I've heard a little bit about what he's done in NXT, what he's capable of, what he's accomplished. And I think Titus O'Neil, he's going to be in for a hell of a challenge tonight. He's got a huge fight on his hands in order to retain that Intercontinental Championship. That is right, the title is on the line. Titus O'Neil's Open Challenge begins. And tonight he's taking on Kalisto of the Lucha Dragons. And just look at the size differential between these two men. Titus O'Neil towering over Kalisto. But that's not going to stop Kalisto. Kalisto, he doesn't need power. He doesn't need size. He's got speed, and he's got it in spades. As Kalisto looking to quicken the pace right off the bat with a couple of kicks to Titus O'Neil. And there's a knee right to the gut. Kalisto, he's got educated feet, and he is as quick as the Flash. Be careful, because otherwise you're not going to even see what you got coming at you. Titus O'Neil, this is going to be an interesting challenge for him tonight, going up against a high flyer like Kalisto. Though Titus, he's not unaccustomed to... Wait a minute. Oh, look at this Kalisto! Kalisto, a beautiful arm drag off the top rope. And now Kalisto, full throttle off the ropes with a splash. A splash to the Intercontinental Champion. Well, as I was going to say, Titus O'Neil, he's not unaccustomed to combating against high flyers. He's defeated Tyson Kidd in the past. As Kalisto continues to run around this ring. There he goes again! Kalisto, he's like the Energizer Bunny. He just keeps going. Kalisto off a third splash, hooks the leg. 2, 3, oh, no. Titus O'Neil able to stay alive, but how close was that? Kalisto, he's already gained firm control in this matchup. But Titus O'Neil, he's faced a variety of opponents while defending that Intercontinental Championship. And now a springboard 450 splash from Kalisto. This man... Oh my goodness, another cover. And another close fall. And just several minutes into this matchup, only a few minutes in, and Kalisto's already got several 2 counts on Titus O'Neil. Titus O'Neil, like I've said, he has faced a variety of opponents in the past, but he's never faced someone with the speed, the quickness, and the high-flying ability of Kalisto. I think the closest man he's faced would have been Tyson Kidd, but even Tyson Kidd's got that technical specialism to his arsenal. Oh, but Kalisto just got floored with a clothesline. And now it's Titus O'Neil looking to slow down the pace of the matchup. Keep Kalisto grounded, Titus. That's your best strategy. As he's got Kalisto up. Backbreaker right there. Titus O'Neil looking to bring on the onslaught to Kalisto. Driving the elbows right into the shoulders of one half of the Lucha Dragons. As Titus O'Neil now picking Kalisto up to his feet. Throwing him into the corner. And again, Titus with another backbreaker there. And there's the arrogance again from our Intercontinental Champion. And I'm sure he's proud of himself tonight. He spoke at... It's interesting because he spoke at SummerSlam about Cesaro having a potential inferiority complex. Which was the reason why he... Wait a minute. Look at Kalisto. Look at this! Kalisto, a tilt-a-whirl DDT. Oh my god. Kalisto is just on fire. And now a splash from the top rope. Hooks the leg on Titus. 1, 2, 3. No! Titus able to keep himself alive. But for how much longer? How much longer can Titus keep this up? As I was trying to say, Titus mentioned how he believes that Cesaro's open challenges have stemmed from an inferiority complex, that Cesaro feels as though he's an inferior champion in comparison to somebody like Titus O'Neil. Well, then it's interesting because Titus O'Neil now comes out here tonight and issues this open challenge in spite of Cesaro. Could that perhaps be that Titus O'Neil is actually the one who feels inferior? As he hooks into the cover, but a kick out by Kalisto. Titus O'Neil off that fall-away slam from the second rope. And now a big boot to the skull of Kalisto. But really, Titus O'Neil, he might have gotten in over his head with this one. His open challenge against Darren Young at SummerSlam was enough of a challenge that he just barely escaped from. You think he would have learned a lesson by that. As Kalisto dumps him out to the floor. Oh, and I know that look. I know that look. Kalisto Going off the ropes. Full throttle. Kalisto! Putting his body on the line to take out the Intercontinental Champion. And well, by the end of this match, he may be the former Intercontinental Champion. Because at this rate, Kalisto's going to be walking out with championship gold around his waist. Kalisto, there was a kick to the skull of Titus. And now drives the elbow into the face. Kalisto back up to the top rope. Look at this. An elbow drop to the back of the real deal. Titus O'Neil, he's in a world of trouble. Crucifix cover. 1, 2, 3. Oh. Near fall after near fall for Kalisto. Titus, I think he really has bitten off more than he can chew tonight. We could finally see the end of his Intercontinental Championship reign. Kalisto with a beautiful spinning neckbreaker. And now trying to center him up here. Kalisto again going up to the top rope. This man, he's just does never lose energy. This time a 450 splash from the top. Hooks the leg. That's gotta be it. 1, 2, 3. Oh. No. Titus O'Neil and Kalisto can't believe it. Into the cover again. And another near fall, but almost doesn't cut it. Almost only matters with horseshoes and hand grenades. As look at this, Kalisto spins him through and a kick to the skull. And now Kalisto, well, he's not wasting any time. He's looking to capitalize. Going for the Salida del Sol. No encounter. Titus caught him. Gutbuster. There's that vintage gutbuster from Titus O'Neil, and that's just completely derailed the momentum of Kalisto. And now he's hooked him. He's got him up for the pump handle power slam. And just like that, Titus O'Neil has regained control in this matchup in a big way. And again, there's the arrogance of Titus. Right in his opponent's face, barking, and clash of the Titus. Damn it! He's gonna do it. Titus, he's gonna retain the title again. And he did just that. Well, while I don't like the man's methods, I gotta be honest. I have to respect that performance. He took a hell of a beating at the hands of Kalisto, and at the feet of Kalisto. Kalisto, his whole body is a weapon. He's his own projectile. But Titus somehow manages to, at the end of the day, walk out with the Intercontinental title. And that deserves respect.
Alright, Roman, I get it. You want another match with Bray Wyatt.
I don't just want another match. I need another match.
Okay, but you need to get your head on straight. Luke Harper defeated you just last week, and now you need a match with Bray Wyatt? For your own safety, I can't grant that match.
Are you telling me I can't defend myself?
Roman, it's 3 against 1, and don't raise your voice to me. I'm the general manager, and you will treat me with respect. Now calm down and listen to me. I will give you a rematch with Bray Wyatt at Night of Champions, but only if you can prove to me that you deserve it. Next week, I'm giving you a King of the Ring qualifying match against Victor of the Ascension. If you get past him, then you'll earn a match with Eric Rowan on SmackDown. If you defeat him, you get your rematch. And I'll even ban the Wyatt family from ringside at Night of Champions. Sound fair?
I'm going to kick Bray Wyatt's ass, and you can believe that. Welcome back now to Friday Night SmackDown, as here we are, the main event, here in Montreal, Canada. Very infamous home for wrestling, but nevertheless, we always have a rowdy Montreal crowd. And here's a superstar who always gets a reaction. Whether you love him or you hate him, you respect him, you gotta respect the man's accomplishments. You gotta respect the work that this man puts in. He never gives up. It's all about hustle, loyalty, and respect. And, well, all of us can see him right now. He's center stage. He's the Superman of WWE, John Cena. And while tonight, as The Rock would say, he comes out looking like a bowl of Fruity Pebbles, when it comes down to, he might come out here and he's all about the kids, he's all fun and games, but when it comes time to wrestle, when it comes time to compete in that ring, John Cena means business. And every night, he goes out there and he delivers. And while it might be an unpopular decision that Lita just gave him the #1 contender spot, honestly, I think John Cena's earned it at this point in his career. Well, tonight, we're gonna see if he really does deserve that spot, because tonight he's going one-on-one with a former World Heavyweight Champion, the Celtic Warrior, Sheamus. And Sheamus, of course, one of the SmackDown originals, and ever since Cena, along with CM Punk, Roman Reigns, and the like, have been brought over to SmackDown, Sheamus, he has been none too pleased with their performances. Sheamus, one of the SmackDown originals, alongside a very slim list now. We're only looking at Sheamus, Wade Barrett, Mark Henry, and that might actually be the end of that list. Randy Orton at a point would have been on that list, but he was since traded to Raw. So really, there are only a few true blue superstars left on SmackDown, and Sheamus is one of them. Though he's certainly, his recent attitude change, aligning himself with Wade Barrett, the fans have not been very happy about that. But nonetheless, Sheamus, he goes out here tonight, set to go one-on-one with John Cena, as these two men lock up with a collar and elbow tie-up. John Cena starts out with the upper hand with a side headlock. But here's Sheamus, bounces him off the ropes, ducks underneath. Oh, but a clothesline by John Cena. Cena using all of that momentum from the ropes to his advantage. As now Sheamus going to work on the arm here. Oh, and there's a knee right to the gut. And another one. Sheamus. That's the viciousness he brings to his matches. You can always count on a very physical style of match. A very smash mouth, strong style of match with Sheamus. He'll go down there and he will beat the crap out of you with his punches, his bare hands. He's not about technical grappling. He's not about high-flying, flashy offense. He's about brute force. It might not be pretty, but it's effective. And that's what Sheamus, that's what his style is all about. As look at this, just driving the knees into the gut of John Cena. And that's a type of pain that all of us can easily empathize with. You can just picture, Sheamus. When certain moves, you might not be able to understand the type of pain that you're enduring. Like William Regal once said, you could be out there, what looks like a simple rest hold, you could be dying 1,000 deaths in a move like that. But Sheamus, if he goes out there and he punches John Cena in the face, you can sympathize with that. You know what that's like. Even if you've never been punched in the face before, you can at least it gives you a clear picture in your mind as to what kind of pain Cena must be enduring. Power slam by Sheamus there. And now into the cover. 1, 2, no, not even a 2 count. John Cena kicks out of that. And there's a shot to the gut of Sheamus. John Cena looking to fire back with some strikes of his own. Sends Sheamus off the ropes. And a hip toss from John Cena. And now it's John Cena. Well, he's looking to unleash some fists of fury into the face of Sheamus right there. And now John Cena. Elbow right to the top of the forehead of Sheamus. Just narrowly missed that glaring mohawk of his. And Cena, he might have cut himself on that mohawk if he wasn't careful. Look at John Cena. Oh, what a move! Almost like a fall-away face-buster. I'm probably calling that wrong, but that's John Cena for you. Oh, no, not a 3 count. Sheamus kicks out, but that's John Cena for you. Always innovative. He's always developing new moves to his arsenal. That's one thing Cena's been able to do over his long tenure in WWE. The reason why he stayed at the top is because he's able to adapt. Even when these new superstars emerge, John Cena, he's able to change up his arsenal and keep on the offensive. He's able to adapt with these young kids and really show them that, hey, if you want to become the next big thing, you got to go through me. Oh, as he was looking for the AA. Sheamus countered, though. Oh, is Sheamus now perhaps looking for the high cross? But Cena countered it, and he shifted the weight into a face buster there. Sheamus planted face first, and now he's center of the ring. John Cena, you can't see him, Sheamus, but we all know what's coming next. 5-knuckle shuffle. A 5-knuckle shuffle by John Cena. And now he's perched in position. Sheamus up. Attitude adjustment. Cena hooks the leg. 1, 2, 3. No! Whoa, how did Sheamus do that? Sheamus able to muster up enough strength to kick out of the AA. But then again, John Cena, he has taken more punishment than he's dealt out prior to that move. Perhaps he just needed to inflict more damage on Sheamus before going in for the kill. But it's Sheamus back to this physical assault on John Cena. The kicks, the knees, the punches. John Cena, he's gonna have welts all over his body by the end of this matchup. Bruises galore. Sheamus a body shot there, and now he's got him up on his shoulders, setting him up. White noise. And John Cena's in a bad way right now. That white noise could be the finishing blow. As Sheamus to the corner, and he's beating his chest. He's firing up for the bro kick. No! Cena able to dodge it, and a one-handed bulldog. Sheamus face first again, planted. As Cena, he knew what was coming, just able to evade that bro kick. And that might have been lights out for John Cena. Sheamus has won many matches with that bro kick. It's what got him the World Championship. His 3 World Championship title reigns. But John Cena now, he's got Sheamus. Powerbomb! A sit-out powerbomb, and that could be it. Cover. 3 count, folks. That'll do it. The damage from that attitude adjustment in the end adding up. And John Cena with that sit-out powerbomb. Yet another move that Cena has been able to use effectively in recent months. John Cena always adapts, and that's why Lita chose him as the #1 contender. He was the former #1 contender, and he's a former WWE champion. Could perhaps be looking to capture his 3rd WWE Championship in Universe Mode at Night of Champions if he can defeat the Beast, Brock Lesnar. But that's it for this episode. Thank you all for watching, and until next time, as I always say, keep on YouTubing, brother.